It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New England Patriots. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. May going to throw right away. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
The Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Off the play fake, here's May. And he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Torrey Horton, 54 yards. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
It is Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. 12. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Room here to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Delta to Hunt.
Again, it's Hampton. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Go. Captain. Hey, easy. Look forward.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll throw with May. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Looking to throw. May. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Crazy.
Throwing here is May. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Horton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
2nd and 6.
To throw, it's May. He'll swing this out to Henderson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the shotgun, it's May. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. May going to bat this one forward. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Anthony Schwartz from 3 yards out. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ram. Go. Stay with tight. Set.
Now it's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. There's a ball deep from Musgrave. That is incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On 1st down, it's Hampton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, Ram. Hey, Ram. Go. Hey, Ray.
Herbert. His pass caught at the 4. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Hey, Ram.
This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Rondé Gadsden from 3 yards out. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Chargers 7.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's May. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
May going to give it to Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They go play action now. May. He's airing it out for Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And Johnston sent in motion. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted. But he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
To the air, May. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action, May. Throw left side, complete. That's Horton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
54 yards. That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Win or go home, that's the name of the game. And we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Set. Back 80. Black. 12. Hey, go line.
Out of the gun, Herbert finds Johnston. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's the first carry for Sean Tucker. And he stopped immediately there. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. It'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And the Chargers, first down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12. At the 41-yard line.
5-9.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hampton. And he gets it down to the 32. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Crowd right.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Hey, Kappa. Crowd right.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Hampton. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 and the 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one by the line of scrimmage.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. On play action, May. Short throw, going to be caught by Waller. Now he's loose, down the left sideline. And he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll throw with May. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here's 2nd and 10. May going to bat this one forward. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw, it's May. They'll find Henderson out of the backfield here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Trevion Henderson from 13 yards out. And the Patriots are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Go. 5-9. Hey, go line. Go.
Herbert now. To the left side, he's got McConkey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now it's Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
On second and 10, Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Past the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a second and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. They're going to throw. May. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Drake May taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second and 10.
Ray.
Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Ram. Stay on tight.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now a deep one for Johnston. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, if I haven't said it before, I'm certainly saying it now. No one throws a prettier deep ball than Justin Herbert. This thing's on a rope, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And this one will be brought back to the 20.